first thing you're going to want to do if we're creating a perspective ruler here is we're going to go to layer, and then we're going to go to ruler and frame, and then we're going to go to perspective ruler. So that's going to bring up this dialog box here where we have the option of creating a 1 point, a 2 point, or a 3 point perspective ruler, right? So for simplicity's sake today, we're just going to do a 1 point perspective ruler. We're going to select 1 point, and then we're going to hit OK. So what that's going to do is that's going to create our perspective ruler. Now that we've created our perspective ruler, we're going to want to go ahead and make a new folder over here on the right hand side. So we'll go ahead, new folder, and then we're going to want to take this perspective layer, we're going to put it inside of our folder. All right, that works. Now the reason why we put it into a folder is otherwise we're going to have to turn it on and off all the time. Whereas if we take everything and we drop each layer that we want to use with the perspective into a folder, we don't ever have to turn it on or off, because we can basically set this layer to reference everything in the folder. And that way you don't have to sit there and you're going to another layer where you're maybe drawing a character or something where you need curves and you don't want to reference the perspective layer. And that way you don't have to turn it off. So we've done that, and we'll go ahead and you can either do it so you can do it on this layer. I'll just go ahead and create a separate layer inside here. And we want to go ahead here and right click on the layer. We want to go show in same folder. And then we can go ahead, choose our pencil, and we can kind of start boxing in what we want for our layer here. So now we can come out to this layer and we can draw normally out here. And by doing this, we basically keep the perspective in its folder, and that way we don't have to turn anything on or off. Now, if we want to go back and we want to draw on perspective more, we just go back to here, and then we can start drawing on that perspective ruler to draw in some more. Let's say maybe we were using this for just our background, right? And we can keep everything right in here. And then we're like, nope, we want to go back to our character. And then we can, come in here and start, maybe we're using this to box out a character, and we'll go ahead and start putting in our character in here. So very simple, but it makes it a ton easier to use the perspective ruler by basically placing it into its own folder and then selecting that you want to show as folder. That way you don't have a big hassle. Otherwise, you've got to turn the perspective ruler on and off anytime you want to use things. Thanks for watching. I hope this tutorial was helpful. If it was, hit that like button and subscribe.